contact, the depth of the divots, the compression, the ball flight will all improve. So you've pretty much assessed that you're somewhere in the front anchor arena. Well, what I want you to do is to find out how much front anchor you are. So again, everything happens in a matter of degrees. So we want to find out how far front of center is your balance point. So the way you do this is by doing 3 different front anchor tests. The first one's a normal test again. You stand on your left foot, you get up on the toe of your right foot. So when you go ahead and you swing now, you're just going to stay on that left foot, and all you need to do is make some half swings and play some shots. Play 5, 6, 7, even 10 of them, and assess on a scale from 1 to 10 how good your performance was. The next one you're going to do is when you step and put your weight on your left foot, you're going to bring the toes of your right foot even with your heel, and then you're going to move them straight out and create about a 1 foot gap there. This puts you in what I call the mid-front anchor alignment. So you go ahead again, you're just going to stay balanced, play some half swings, play some shots, and that'll give you a sense of how much weight you have on your front foot when you're in the mid-front anchor alignment. You can assess again after about 10 shots how your performance is. The next one is you step in, and if you were to put your feet together and then pull your right foot back until the toes of your right foot are even with the middle of your left foot, and then go ahead and create about a 6-inch gap between the feet. Again, you'll be able to put more weight on your left foot, but you're going to have more weight on your right foot than you did in the other drills. This one's about a 60-40 type of balance. Your mid-front anchor test is about a 70-30 balance. The full front anchor test is more 90-10 at this point. So again, this is telling us where your best balance point is. So again, you're going to play some shots, pull your right foot back until the toes are even with the middle of your left foot, make about a 6-inch gap. About 60% of your weight on your front foot. And again, go ahead and play some half shots, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10 of them, and assess, how your performance is there. You're going to find that you feel like you have good balance, really good stability, and good performance from one of those, or better, I should say. Since you're a front anchor golfer, you'll probably feel like you can do them all. But one of them will feel like it's the best to you. One of them will obviously have better performance for you. One of them will be more stable. One of them will be more balanced. So once you know which one is best for you, now you know how you want to step into the golf ball. If you are a full front anchor golfer, you always step in. Left foot first, balance up on the toes of your right foot, then right, then left. If you are a mid-front anchor golfer, you get in a position where the toes are more even with the heel. You step in that way first, then right, then left. If you are just left of center, which is the last one, you step into the ball with the toes about the middle of your left foot. Again, you put the pressure on your left foot, club behind the balls, right then left. So that's your procedure for stepping in the golf ball every time. It's really important that if you know you're a front anchor golfer, that you step into the golf ball as a front anchor golfer. Everybody in general is taught to step in with the right foot first, then the left, then the right. This athletically puts you in a right anchor position. And if you're going to move to the front anchor, you have to sort of get over a hurdle to get there. If you step in with your left foot first, then your right, then your left, you're automatically in more of a front anchor balance. Okay? Now the next thing you need to do, which we found out because you watched some of the other videos I sent you, is that you need to have secondary tilt at address. Okay? So the way to do that as a front anchor golfer is you step in with your front anchor procedure. Now all you have to do is bump your hips towards the target. That will give you your secondary tilt. Okay? Now you're actually in a posture where all you have to do is rotate around that posture as you go back and through, and you're actually going to maintain your secondary tilt, and you're going to be able to deliver your swing into the ball in a front anchor manner. Okay? So the way you're going to get that secondary tilt is to bump your hips towards the target. Alright? Now, the next thing is, in my experience, a lot of golfers that have your build, your body type, have had issues with their hips and their knees in the past. One of the best ways for them to develop their swing is to have a counter swiveling type of swing. So this action allows your lower body, your knees, your hips, everything to swivel at the same time. Instead of trying to restrict your lower body and coil your upper body in a front anchor manner, you're going to feel like you create the pivot action with a counter swivel action of your lower body. Your arms, hands go up to the top. Now, from here, you're in a position where you can get on your front leg as your arms come down. You can post up on that leg and you can release that golf club with a lot of power. ways of accelerating that club head. There's a principle I call synchronizing your verticals. If you launch your upward verticals and you release your downward verticals at the same time, so they're synchronized together, those two actions happening in the opposite direction will accelerate that club head. So for you, the first half of your upward verticals is launching up on your left leg. It's like doing a mini one-legged squat, okay? Or even doing a mini one-legged jump squat. So what we're doing is we're using ground force and we're launching that ground force. For you, the secret is getting on top of that leg. Instead of your getting outside that leg or trying to release it with your leg snapping back, you want to be on top of that leg. So as you make your counter swivel move to the top of the backswing, you're going to want to feel at the top of the backswing that there's almost a sense that you can do a little mini squat into your left leg. So practicing the sense of a counter swivel and how to load into that left leg so that you have ground force there that you can get up on it is something that's going to really help you create that swinging energy efficiently so that you don't have to use your muscle strength to hit at it so much. Okay? So these are the main things I want you to get the feel of in the backswing again. We get set up, bump the hips forward so we have secondary tilt, create that counter swivel as you go to the top, and feel if anything that you're in a position where it's very easy to load onto that left leg, like you're going to do a little bit of a jump squat on that leg. Okay? Now, through the golf ball, we want to be able to have enough range of motion that once you've got up on that leg, you feel like you can rotate freely so that you can get your chest left of the target in the finish. This is going to create, or this is going to mean you're going to need a little bit of flexibility, more flexibility than you have. There's a couple of exercises I want you to do this. The first one's what I call your pivot drill. All you have to do is stand tall, put your hands on your hips, shift your weight onto your left foot. From here, you're going to turn around your left leg and squeeze your knees together as you stand tall. I only want you to turn as far as your hip will comfortably allow you to go, especially since you've had a hip replacement at this point. We don't want to overstress it. Once you get there, you just give it a little extra turn. Okay? If you do 50 of those a day, every day for the next month, by the end of this month, we're going to find out that your rotary flexibility, your ability to get your chest to turn, your hips actually to turn at least 90 degrees, and your chest past 90 degrees is going to be there. That will allow you to rotate through the ball freer as far as what we call the exiting part of the swing. Okay? So again, stand up. You're going to put your stand 50-50 at first, hands on your hips. Push your weight over on your left foot so you feel like you're standing over that left leg. Turn and squeeze your knees. Once you get to the comfortable turn, you just give it a little extra turn so you give it a little extra stretch. We want to do 50 of those every day. The next drill I'm going to have you do is what we call a pivot and finish drill. Basically, this is the same drill, but we want to get the arms working with the body. So all you have to do is stand up, get your golf club in your hands, let your arms relax so the shaft is parallel to the ground, and your arm hanging down naturally. This is going to put your hands somewhere around waist high. From here, again, you shift into your left foot. You're going to pivot, squeeze your knees together until you point it at the target. From here, you're going to follow through over your shoulder. Once you get there, give everything just a little extra turn to give it a little more stretch, a little more conditioning for that stretching. Return where you're facing your target. Your arms come back down in front of you. You go back to the beginning position. Again, pivot, facing the target, follow through, a little extra turn, arms come back down, back to the beginning position. The thing you need to watch as you do this is I never want you to feel like you're turning your hips and leaving your arms behind. I never want you to feel like you're swinging your arms and then you turn. We want to make sure that the pivot and the arms are working together as one unit. Now, once your pivot stops, you can go ahead and follow through over your shoulder, go back to the beginning. Now you can see I'm flexible enough that if I keep pivoting and squeezing my knees, I'm going to be 45 degrees past the target before I actually go up to my follow through. Most likely for you right now, you're only going to be able to pivot far enough to point out the target. Then you're going to go over your shoulder, and you're going to give it a little extra stretch. So I want you to do that pivot and finish drill every day also, and I want you to do that 50 times a day. All right? There's one other drill I want you to do. It's what I call the swing back, swing through drill. And this one, you go ahead and you put yourself up in your finish position, standing tall, facing your target, weights on your left leg, nice and tall on your left leg. Squeeze your knees together as much as you can. I know right now it's going to be hard for you to squeeze your legs together, Again, there's some conditioning we need to do, some flexibility there that we need to gain to improve that, but we can do that later on. So from this one, from your full finish position, I want you to swing back to your backswing, and then from there, go all the way through to a tall finish, back to your backswing, plant on that left leg, get up on that left leg, swing all the way through to your fall through, back down to your finish. When you're in your finish, I want you tall on your left leg instead of bent on your left leg. Okay? And that's really the main thing I'm looking for in this drill. Stand tall on your left leg, arms in front, swing back, swing all the way through, make sure you're tall on that left leg. Tap your right foot to see if you've got weight on your right foot or if you're really up on your left leg. Once you're there, go back and through. Okay? Now, I want you to do 3 continuous swings and then start over. So let's see what that looks like. We get set up, go up to our finish. Okay, now, swing back, swing finish. Swing back, swing finish. Swing back, swing finish. Okay? And then I start over. Alright? Now, there's 3 swings in each repetition. I'd like you to do that at least 10 times a day. So that's 30 swings, 10 sets of 3 repetitions. That's going to help you learn how to get your body getting all the way up to your finish. I know it's a very basic drill now, but trust me, in the long run, that one's really going to help you out. Okay? So the main things that we're looking for now is how do we step up to the ball in a front anchor manner? Okay? How do we get that counter swivel, that feeling of your hips, everything swiveling around, and as it swivels, you load into your front leg. You want to be in a position where you can load into your front leg. Once you've got that counter swivel and you've loaded it, you want to get the feeling of how your arms drop back down in front. So get those arms in front. Now you get up on that left leg as you go through to your finish. Okay? So if you have any questions, go ahead and email them to me. I want you to get started on the concepts we started here. You're going to be able to send me some emails and maybe some more video, and we're going to do a follow-up video as well to clarify any of these points and to help advance our understanding of what I'm trying to get you to do here.